Welcome back to the Group B analysis. We just did Group A. Again, we want to let you know this video is being sponsored by Send, the most reliable way to send money back to your family, friends in Nigeria and Africa. Send. Use the code Maryland 2024 to get $30 on the first $100 that you spend with Send. Charlie, welcome back.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's continue to dive into this year's tournament and let's see where we go.
Your A that you did, it caused ripples. People looked at it and, commented and, things going on. This is Group B now. Are you ready for Group B?
Yeah, anybody will comment, they okay. It's just my opinion, my unbiased, neutral opinion.
From
That's all
scouts.
this is. Scouting reports, videos, rumors, things of that nature.
Let's go to Group B. The jungle don't mature, as they would say.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Mm.
Maryland 1. We have Colin FC. We got BAAFC. And we have New York Eagles. Let's start with BAFC. What are your scouts telling you for
First
B?
of all, before we even go into the individual team analysis, on paper, this looks like a difficult group to predict. It looks like it's when you're Amoeba, you say, Maryland won. That means super team, Maryland. Colin FC. One of the super teams from Texas, BAFC. They always compete. They are unlucky, but they always compete. And of course, New York always gets to the final. I don't remember New York participating and not making it to the knockout round. On paper, it looks hard to predict, but I'll tell you what, this group is also another easy group to predict.
Oh
When
my
you really
God.
when you really look into it, this is another easy group to predict.
Oh my God. Let's start with BAFC. What are your scouts telling you from the Bay Area? Ogbe and I heard Ogbe and Mike have handed over to Choo Choo now. What are your scouts telling you with the
My
BAFC team?
unconfirmed reports have told me that BAFC that we've known in the past no longer exists. That this is the new era for Bay Area African Football Club. And the new era, a new era starts, it can mean either a very good new era is about to become on them or they are in for a rude awakening. And I'm going to go for the latter. I think this new era, they are going to get gobsmacked when they come to Maryland. I don't think they're going to do well. I do not expect BAAFC to do well in this year's tournament, unfortunately. They will be out in the group stages. Or unlike last year, where they were just unfortunate to be out and they had too many bad things happen to them that made them go out. I think this group will be beaten fair and square on the football field in this year's tournament.
BAFC last. BAFC, you're predicting they will finish.
Yes, in this group, they are going to come. I predict BAFC will finish fourth in this group.
Okay, okay. That's a fair prediction. Let's go to Maryland 1. What are the scouting reports saying?
So Maryland 1 and Maryland 2 are the two most difficult teams to predict because the thing with super teams or formed super teams is they don't have chemistry and all that. But then again, I start to tell myself, like, well, a lot of the teams that come for the tournament, they are just super teams as well. Maybe they have a little core in their club and then they add players that they think are going to make them strong. So maybe like one won't be too different from them. And then of course you have to respect the people who are behind the scenes putting the teams together. Ogaziku is a renowned guy in this tournament. So I expect that, he's going to put his all into it. Mr. Austin as well, Coach Anisha, all the people on behind the scenes, Uche putting a squad together. I don't think they're going to bring a Moi a team to come and play in this tournament. But I think that there is going to be a little bit of a ego clashing amongst the players. I think Maryland one is going to have problems.
Whoa, whoa, let's take it back.
Yes.
Let's take it back. Let's do the moonwalk with Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Everybody, the scout, everybody outside the scouting reports. That's why we say pay attention to our scouting reports. Everybody outside the scouting reports is tipping Maryland for at least the Maryland one for the finals. Are you
Yes.
saying those hypotheses are wrong? They got to
Listen,
go deeper.
listen, I think one Maryland team is going to do very well. I think one. Obviously, it's not going to be Chevrolet. My original thought was going to be Maryland one. But then I started thinking about it. I say, Maryland one is going to be the super team, and that's where all the best players are going to be. The moment they face adversity, they play 0-0 one half, or somebody scored in one half, they go say, Oga, put this one for game now, put this one for game. And when that kind of negativity permeates a team, it makes it difficult for them. I think they are going to struggle because Colin and New York will give them a tough time.
Before you come to the prediction, let's go to New York. What are you thinking about? What are the scouting reports saying about New York?
See, whenever anybody is mentioning the teams that are going to do well in this tournament, people kind of forget New York. That because New York didn't come last year, or they don't make a lot of noise, although there's a Pep Guardiola impersonator in our in our set, but
Yeah.
you don't you know
Oh, oh, Charlie.
is my is my
Charlie,
dark horse for this tournament.
Charlie, hold on,
New
Charlie,
York is
hold
coming
on,
out of this
Charlie,
group.
hold
I
on,
expect them.
Charlie,
You
hold
hear
on,
me?
hold on, hold on. Now, can you stop and your video just go out? Can you hear me now?
Oh wow, I can hear you loud and clear
Okay,
now.
let me. So continue. Talk. They talk
Okay,
about. Okay, yeah. So
so
Charlie, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, so what I was saying is, I'm a believer. I'm going to be one of the believers in New York for this tournament. I think they are going to do very well in this tournament. I think they are going to be a good team. They are going to play good football. This is going to be a short drive from the Big Apple to Maryland, so I don't expect them to come with any kind of squad short of fantastic players. I think they are going to do well. I think New York is my dark horse for this tournament.
And before we go, the one of the prides of Texas, Houston. What are your thoughts about Colin FC and what Daco is bringing cooking this time?
Colin, Colin reminds me of BAFC in a way, in that they play fantastic football, but they are always derailed by one unlucky break or another. Unlucky break here, unlucky break there, injury here, red card there. They are always unlucky. But I think their luck will favor them this time. I am tipping Colin and New York to qualify from this group. New York will win the group. Colin FC will be second. Maryland will be third, and BAFC will be at the bottom.
Charlie, so you and I we agreed on Group A, 100%. So from my scouting reports that
Okay.
I've had, my deep scouting reports that I'm having, BFC will struggle this season. They will be this year. They will be the whooping boys in this group.
Now you
Mogbe.
think the whooping they will chop will be as bad as Africa United will chop in Group A?
No, no, no. I wouldn't say they will. African United would have to carry canoe and paddle the whooping they will get. But with BAFC, it will be a whooping where they will lose 3-0, 4-1 throughout like that. So it will be bad, but it will not be the BFC that we know because as we know, Ogbe and Mike are no longer at the helms. And when you have new people coming, that's what's going on with Chelsea, for example, last season, you got to rebuild. And rebuilding will mean that they will come in and they will have to eat some canes. And unfortunately, their
Baptism of
groups,
fire.
yeah, they are put in a difficult group. So I hope they will be coming with their rosaries and coming with some Pastor Fufeyi miracle water and to spray all those players. But
You think they will have a striker?
uh, uh, if when Ogbe was there, they didn't have a striker. I think now they're even missing a striker and a midfielder.
Okay.
And I'm happy Ogbe finally had took a soft landing on saying he got injured and he's leaving the team, and those petitions really worked.
Yeah.
In terms of New York Eagles, I think New York Eagles always have a pedigree. I think the last time New York didn't qualify, that I believe was 2018 in Houston, where they didn't get past the group stage of that tournament. But New York always has pedigree. They're always good, always coming up with fantastic play for NSF USA. So I'm tipping New York. For me, I'm tipping New York to finish this group in second place. In terms of first place, in terms of Maryland United one, I think just as you said, I think it echoes. I would have to echo what you said. Too many combination of stars. And we don't know what Maryland is going to do. Right now, rosters are being put in. We don't know how the rosters are going to play out. We don't even know how is this going to be the best team? Is this not going to be the best team? We
Uh,
don't
th-
know
they are
how the
Maryland one now. They have to be the best team.
so
They are the seeded team.
we don't know. We don't know how they may want to balance it. They may want to put 50 year, 50 year. We don't know. So
Okay.
those shaking things,
Okay.
based on my deep scouting, I have three scouts in Maryland. Deep scouting. I think Maryland will finish third in this group. Maryland
I
one will
agree.
finish third in this group. And Colin FC, for me, you say New York top. I
Yes.
said Colin FC will top this group. Colin FC will top this group with 5 points. So the first group we say 7-7-3-0. This group is going to be 5-4-4-0. Colin will finish first with a possible. Colin will match up in the quarterfinals with Houston Green Eagles. And Colin Stars, the defending champions, will play New York Eagles in the quarterfinals.
Nah, I
So
have it the other way. I have a Colin grudge match in the quarterfinals. Colin Stars, Colin FC. I have that in the quarterfinals, and I have Houston playing New York in the quarterfinal.
it's all mouth-watering games. I think
All
Colin,
mouth-watering games.
mouth-watering games. I tell you, Dakbo, the scouting reports that I have, the deep scouting, we have 7 scouts here in Houston. And the deep scouting reports we are saying is Colin FC, they've learned from last year and they are coming back this year. So, Charlie, I think we all agree on who's going to be the two teams dropping out from this group. Maryland one
Yes.
and BAFC will be dropping out. Correct?
Yes. Correct.
Let's let's let,
100%.
let's shake to that to the scout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
All
thank
right.
you, ladies and gentlemen, for Group B for this chat. Again, this was brought to you by Tap Tap Soccer. Tap
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 Send.
send.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Tap Tap Send. Your fastest, reliable way to send money back home to Africa and to Nigeria. Thank you very much, Ali, and we'll be looking forward to Group C.
All
Thank
right.
you. Bye bye. Charlie.
Yeah.
So again, the same thing. Um, and join again.
All right.
Meditate record, okay?